Oh, he's unmuted.
We've got okay. What do we have?
Got it, my fault.
Okay. We're all set. We're playing with more technology. So, good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Welcome to the weekly meeting of the Rotary Club of Barrie. A special welcome to our visiting guests and special Rotarians. Things go better when you are here. Because we have provided for a lunch today, we will begin now our meeting with Rotary Grace, O Canada, and a toast to the Queen. We'll have Eric start us off.
Thanks, President Deb. O Lord and giver of all good, we thank thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and
Rotary ways
help us to
serve.
our home.
And native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And beautiful, and I hope everybody has their moose milk. So a toast to the Queen. Boy, that's good stuff. Oh, yes, we have Dr. J. He has two guests with us.
Yes, President Deb, thank you. Let me be the first to wish you a ho, ho, ho. And my guest today is Tanya Sari, Sue Croft's guest, who couldn't be here today because her computer and her phone are both getting repaired, is Taylor Curry. Thank you.
Oh, welcome, Tanya and Taylor. Now, Aaron, you have a guest.
Oh, President Deb, thank you. With me today is my lovely wife, Jeanette.
Hi.
Hello, Jeanette. Glad you can come and join us.
We're enjoying the pie.
President Deb, I have my wife Sarah here and my son Alex as well.
Wow, you know what? Alex is a lot taller than I remember him.
He's grown up real big.
Wow. And other guests? I know we have visiting Rotarian Steve
President
Beasley here with us.
I have my daughter Aria who wanted to tune in, so here she is.
Perfect.
And President Deb, we have Anna from joining us, a former exchange student from Austria, and we've already been chatting with Eric from Finland, and Marion Desher may show up from southern France as well.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
That's awesome. Love to have the international meeting. This is great. So thank you so much for joining us, and we certainly hope that you enjoy our Moosemilk meeting.
President Deb, excuse
yes?
me. I have a guest here. He's very quiet.
Is he? I'm trying to find you.
It's
That's Santa?
Where is it?
Let's see.
Can you see him?
Yeah, we got him on here. That's awesome.
This is Santa carved from wood.
Nice.
Now we all have to be good. Santa's watching.
That's going to be hard work.
So our beacon editor this week is Darren Robinson. So just remember, Darren, don't put anything too incriminating in that beacon because that does have a history. And thank you so much for Kim Jeffries for our beacon last week. Here. Okay. So we do have birthdays and anniversaries. So for birthdays, we've got Doug Jur, December 25th, the Christmas baby. Al Mallory, December 27th. Jody Patfield, December 27th. Jenny LeCollier, December 28th. Chris Holmes, January 2nd. And we have a couple of club anniversaries. Paul Markle, 8 years, January 3rd. Trevor McKee, 2 years, January 3rd. And Al Hodgkinson, 25 years, January 4th.
And a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. To you. Come on. Bye-bye. Bye.
I just love those things. So thanks so much, Jeff. You always find some fun ones. So being that everybody will be so busy and a little looped come the end of the meeting, I do have a little message. Put it as a stronger together inspired moment, but really it's a thank you. It's a real big thank you. You know, it's the last meeting of 2020 and to reflect on how good it is to be connected with each other in such difficult times. Thank you so much for all the thought and energy each of you put into Rotary throughout the whole year. And looking forward to a new year, hopefully with new opportunities and new possibilities. So wishing you and your families a healthy and happiness through this holiday season and into next year. And we truly are stronger when we're together. Now everybody has, most people have their moose milk. Peter Lorimer, are you on? Must be on.
I'm here.
You're here. Could you share just a little bit of moose milk and what it is and why it's moose milk?
Are you looking for ingredients or history?
History.
Are you looking for ingredients or history, President? History.
Just a little history.
Well, the history, it's a military history when the troops were overseas and they would be with other allies. And at Christmas time, all the allies would get together and bring their local foods from their different countries and their local drink. Well, some genius from Canada decided to mess with everybody and call it moose milk, and like as if they actually moosed milk. And so, or moose milk, moose, yeah, that's it. Thank you. So they came up with this concoction, and that was the Canadian drink in the military, and the food they served was pancakes with maple syrup. So if you were with Germany, you'd get beer. If you were with Russia, you'd get vodka, that type of thing. So that's basically the history, and it's caught on, and it's now celebrated every year at Christmas and at the New Year's levee.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Peter. And it is delicious, and you certainly have the secret recipe down pat. So thank you so much for doing that for us. So today is quite a jam-packed meeting. We have SAAs taking over for the rest of the meeting. We have a lot of videos, so there will need to be a little bit of adjusting, so be prepared for your volume because volumes will be a little different depending on which video it is. So bear with us there and just kind of enjoy the spirit of all the effort gone into this. We will hear some music from the Salvation Army Barrie Citadel Brass Band. We have, of course, our youth exchange students, so it's always great to hear from them and to see them as life continues even beyond their year with us. And we do have a special game that's going to happen. We'll have some breakout rooms, very interactive. So it's going to be fast-paced, lots of happening, and we really hope you enjoy this. A lot of work's been put in, and I think it's going to be a really fun meeting. So Eric, it is off to you.
Thanks, President Deb. And yes, please bear with us. I'm sure we will make lots of stops and starts and little technical malfunctions. In a few seconds, Jeff is going to throw you into random breakout rooms. And our intent here is that it basically be your table discussion, as we would do if we were together in South Shore. So here's your job. Your job as breakout rooms get started is to open up the chat discussion. You'll find that I have populated a series of trivia questions that have been created by the SAA three amigos, Trevor, Rory, and Brandon. And so your job as a group is to come together, talk them through, get your final answers down. We're not in a competition, so we'll come back later. You'll hear what the answers are, but it's more just fun for you guys. And I've also suggested that you might prefer to or add on a chat about favorite family traditions this time of year, or a favorite or best gift you've ever given or received. So just a little bit of topics to get you started. And we will bring you back in about 7 or 8 minutes, so you can watch for that. You should see on your screen an invitation to join a breakout room. Just say yes. And off you will go. Jody, with a big group like yours, you may choose to join the breakout room, but you may take your discussion offline if that's easier. Okay, breakout rooms are up. Way you go.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Jonathan, how you doing?
Good, good. It was awfully quiet there, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but I love your sweater.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a bit of a hazard.
Yeah, I guess so. You wouldn't want to wear that in the rain.
No, last year it was a fireplace. This year it's more of a pot-bellied stove.
That's just because you've been doing so much baking.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the breakout rooms are coming back in.
Hi, everyone.
Did you get some chatting done?
We did. I was going to tell the folks we went on the Rotaract Car Rally yesterday.
Nice.
A bit of fun.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, we did too. I learned stuff. It was pretty neat.
Right. The big observation for us was we invited some friends from Alliston to join us, and they tooted along behind us or in front of us type thing. And at the end, when we met out at the Tiffin Park, the fella said, I didn't know Rotary had done so much.
That's nice. That's the idea. Yeah, Rotaract's done a terrific job on that project. All right, is everybody back, Secretary Jeff? Better angle. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was nice to at least get a little bit of a smaller group chat, I hope. Rory, if you and Trevor and Brandon might unmute, did you want to walk us through the answers to your fascinating trivia questions?
We would be happy to. Is Brandon going to kick things off? Brandon, can everybody hear Brandon?
Can you hear me? Before we kick it off, can we just comment on Rory's jersey? That is
Rory, say something. We need to see you.
Yeah, who's a Pats fan?
What
number 12 now?
Trevor? What team is it again? You want to say
the Jets? Shut up.
Is it the Jets? Did they win? Have they won yet?
No, not yet. But you know what? This week, I think we're gonna get our first win.
I don't think so.
Well, that was the first trivia question. Eh? When's how many games has the Jets won? Trevor, you want to answer that one for the group?
All right, Brandon, why don't you start it off?
Well, I'll start it off.
Right.
As we get into these questions, I want to give a shout out to Team Brandon's MVP, Dave Porter. We did pretty well on these. So the first question starting out was how many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol? Now everyone has been told the answer to this, right?
No, you're doing it. Tell us the answer.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 4. Yeah. So the sneaky one. Everyone's thinking 3, but so unfortunately, Team Brandon was not able to get that one. Question number 2 is in Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? The answer to this one, which Team Brandon got right, thanks, Dave, was Paris. So that one was good. A lot more well known. The next question is, I think Trevor's taken over. Unfortunately, this was the only other question that we got wrong. The rest of them we sailed through.
Yeah, so we didn't really go through my questions, to tell you the truth, Brandon. But anyways, questions 3, 5, and 6. So which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot? And why don't we utilize the chat here, if anyone can chime in and
yell it out.
It's Cupid, actually. And then question number 5 was, per a recent holiday fad, what spy hides around the house reporting back to Santa on who has been naughty or nice?
Elf
and it's obvious Elf on the Shelf, yeah.
President Deb.
Steve.
And then the last question we have is Miracle on 34th Street centers on what real-life department store? This was a tough one.
Was it Macy's?
Yeah, it's Macy's.
Macy's. It was easy.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So I'll pass it over to Rory to close us off.
Okay, so I think we had some multiple choice questions. Trevor, your group wasn't alone. Our breakout group got caught up in Gibson tradition. So we didn't get through all of this, nor did we get started. But on the final question here that was provided, what's the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? I like the idea of using the chat. If you don't know the answer, what is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? There's so many good ones. Elf, all right? Not Elf.
That's a good one. Die Hard's another good one.
Could be National Lampoons. I agree. I watched it like 4 times this year alone. Anybody else want to take a swing?
It's a Wonderful World.
How about
The Wonderful
It's
World?
got to be a recent movie. How about The Grinch?
Oh, David Thomas coming in.
Bad Santa. Whoa. Okay, we gotta rewind. We gotta rewind just a little bit. What's the movie you've seen the most? Dear Bad Fred Claus. I watched that one the other night. This could just give you some movies for the holiday season. Rudolph. All right, it's Home Alone. Home Alone at like 200.
Actually, it's The Grinch at 511 million.
Thanks, Dave. But it's actually Home Alone.
No, it's actually
Home
according to
Alone.
Wikipedia, The Grinch.
Dave, it's Home Alone.
I need to know. Good. It's pretty nice when we can mute whoever we want. All right, we're going to bring you back. I hope you all enjoyed the chat. I'll give you one more chance for somebody to unmute and say, is there one particular tradition that you guys found awesome from one of your groups? 3, 2.
So we didn't do those.
That's good. You probably did the proper job. All right, let's bring it back around.
we still have a couple of club announcements to do, as we would normally do after lunch and table chats. Brian Galbraith, are you available to unmute and tell us a little bit more about Santa Zoom?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some really great success with Santa Zoom. We've had some amazing feedback from people who have said that their children and have just been in tears of joy after their Santa Zoom meeting. And I was just so overwhelmed with the response, but we do have a problem. And the problem is that we've got a lot of empty slots that have not been filled with people coming for schedule some visits. So it would be really great if each of the Rotarians contact some people on your Facebook group or send out some emails and set it up so that invite people to come to the Santa Zoom because the experience has been tremendous. As you can see on the screen, those are two of Marshall's grandchildren enjoying a visit on Zoom in the last week. And look at the happiness in those faces. Well, the one face you can see. So we really encourage each and every one of the Rotarians to please contact anybody you know around the world and send them the link. What's the link, Ian?
It's SantaVisitOnline.ca.
SantaVisitOnline.ca. So Ian's doing a great job with technology. It's really simple. You go there, you select the time slot, make a donation of at least $10. Most people are making a donation of $20 or $25, and you'll have up to 10 minutes with Santa Claus. It's really a worthwhile thing for the kids to do. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for supporting this.
Thanks, Brian. Dave McCullough, would you like to unmute and tell us, give us a couple of updates? I think you got two topics.
Yeah, thanks, Eric, President Deb, and guests. Couple of kind of appropriate for this time of year and good news. The first one will be the foundation, the charity foundation of Rotary Club of Barrie, the charitable foundation. We had a challenge out to the club for $21,400, and the board would match that $21,400. I'm pleased to announce as of today, members and people outside of the club have contributed $22,490, bringing us to $43,990, which means the board has got to meet their commitment. So a nice way to finish off the year, topping up the portfolio with the charitable foundation by another $44,000 and counting. We still have some more to come in. So thank you to all the members that participated and those members that also reached out to non-Rotarians who participated. And the other good news is I think the list is sitting at about 32 people who have contributed. So that's exceptional. So thank you to everyone for that. The second part is the appropriate and follow up to President Deb's message at the beginning with giving this time of year, Christmas cheer. So how this story starts, and making this on behalf of Chris Van Niekert, our good friend Tim Sample knows the Howarchuk family quite well. And Dale Howarchuk, for those of you who don't know, past NHL player, Hall of Famer, coach of the Barrie Colts, and more importantly, just a great person and a great community person. Their foundation for years has given back to the community. This year, in honor of their father, they started Howarchuk Strong. And what they wanted to do was have the 12 days of giving. And they were going to do that in the city of Winnipeg, and they also chose to do that here in our community. So Tim brought this to my attention. I got a hold of Chris Van Niekert, thinking that maybe there's a way that Rotary could be involved, and Tim Sample had already planted the seed. So Chris, it's really Chris's efforts that did this, and he reached out to Eric Howarchuk, and they decided to support some of the things that the Rotary Club of Barrie is supporting, one being Christmas cheer. So and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong here, in the conversations with Eric, he let him know that we were giving to Christmas cheer as a club. Then the foundation was supporting the club with some funds. Eric Howarchuk said their foundation would support the club with some funds. And then on top of that, they decided to also make Christmas Cheer one of their charities. So Chris Van Niekert turned $1,000 into what is going to be presented next week, $5,000. So it's all about collaboration, and we don't just wait for it to show up. Sometimes we got to go out and get it, which is great. And then the other thing that is happening, just again, Chris will correct me if I'm wrong, the Howarchuk Strong 10 Foundation have apparel. And there's no ask of us to support it in support of this money, except from the point of view, it's the way that they're doing things. And if anyone has an interest in apparel, moving forward, the Howarchuk Strong Foundation has listed Rotary Club of Barrie as one of their charities, if you will, or groups that they would like to support. And if somebody buys something from Howarchuk and says they're part of Rotary, $5 for every sale automatically comes in. So great work by Chris Van Niekert, and great for the club. So sorry I'm a little long-winded there, but had to get it all out. Thank you very much.
Definitely long-winded. Yes, we didn't mute you, but I was tempted.
Chris Van Niekert, you're welcome, Chris Van Niekert.
Jeff, you want to give me the next slide? Just a quick reminder of the Rotaract Car Rally. We just had a good shout out for that. Jeff McEwig sent you a reminder email about this. Great project. The club has generated about $1,000, you mentioned, Wayne. My wife and daughter and I did the car rally this week. Did a quick run around Barrie. Took us about an hour to do the Barrie sites, and then maybe another half hour to do a couple of the farther sites like Tiffin. But we learned a lot. Learned trivia about Rotary's support of the community that I didn't know before. And it's a really good test pilot project. So you've still got a couple of days. Saturday is the ending of this event, and they'll finish it off with a Zoom awards night. And thanks to Brandon and Trevor, who both donated prizes to Rotaract for this project as well. So many thanks for all of that. And let's go straight into the SAA routines, Jeff, if you got the slides for that. Let's see who we had on the docket. We're going to see a few people. Now, this is a new fundraiser, an SAA fundraiser for the club. Get this one up on the screen. You may have noticed Brandon's due is clearly COVID affected. So Brandon has offered to help the club choose his new look. So to do this, to get rid of this mess that Brandon is currently sporting, here's your job. We're going to need to raise some serious cash, and we want Brandon to get especially creative with this cut. I've given you a screenshot of a new online form for giving. So if you make a donation on the Canada Helps page, each vote is worth $5. The funds are going to the club charity fund, so you'll get a tax receipt. So you may as well be generous. It's year end. You definitely need some more tax credits this year. And in the message section, write in your preferred style for Brandon. So you could choose from maybe a mullet, business up front, party in the back, maybe a mohawk, Mr. T joins 2020, maybe a full buzz cut to the Clippers maximum ability, and maybe a full clean bald, where Brandon may be able to give us the buzz cut on January 7th with a promise to shave clean for future evidence. But clearly this guy needs some help. So our goal is $1,000 in total. Cut style, the votes in the maximum funds will dictate Brandon's new hairdo. So get your donation in now. Let's get this go. Look at that. If you take a look at Brandon, if you can find him online there, that's just a mess. He's
easy on the mess. It's playful.
Playful.
And you can also donate for just a normal business cut. Like that's on the list.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I achieved my main goal. I have my pandemic ponytail.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been nice. So it's time to say goodbye.
All right. Next slide, please, Jeff. And this one is, speaking of hair, this is a little bit of hair envy from me, but also a little bit of Zoom-vertising. We just heard from Brian a few minutes ago. check out that background. Galbraith Family Law, professional corporation, and bright lights behind Brian there. I'm a little bit disturbed as well by the showing off of the hairdo. Brian, did you have anything you wanted to say about advertising every week on Zoom? There's
Well,
Brian.
actually, as you can see, President Deb, I'm only advertising Santa on Zoom. So please come to this Rotary website and schedule your Santa by Zoom meeting where you can meet Santa and your child will be enlightened and made happy.
President Deb, what do you think of that, the Zoom advertising that's been going on these past weeks?
You know, for all the work Brian's doing, he gets such a Christmas pass.
Yay!
Nice. All right, we got one or two more slides there, Jeff. Now, we just met these kids on Brian's Zoom advertising for Santa. Marshall, tell us a little about, this is a pretty busy week for you guys. We had the kids taking part in Santa Zoom, but you're also right in the middle or right at the end of Hanukkah week. Can you tell us a little bit about traditions that are going on in your various households?
Yes, President Deb and Sergeant at Arms Eric, I'm very pleased to introduce my grandkids to you, including the ones on the little girls on the end there are all the way from Seattle. We had our Hanukkah lighting this week. This is one of those times when Hanukkah actually gets ahead of Christmas, and we get all of the advertising before you guys do. Just a little bit about what Hanukkah is. I promised Eric I'd be short. It's one of the many years during the thousands of years of Israeli history when the Israelites regained Jerusalem and retook the temple. When they entered the temple and reconsecrated it, they only found enough holy oil to light the candelabra for one day, but it lasted for 8 days, and that's the miracle that we celebrate. I like to tell people it used to be a holiday where my parents would give me 1 penny for the first day, 2 pennies for the next day. So by the end of the holiday, I had about 50 cents. And unfortunately, our kids all went to school with your kids, so now we have to give big gifts as well, so they can have something to brag with their friends. So the holiday has taken on that new tradition. Other than that, though, it is wonderful, particularly in this horrible year, to be able to get together with those kids on Zoom and be able to light the candles with all of them, even though we had to do the Seattle ones 3 hours late. Happy holidays to everybody at Rotary. Enjoy it, and let's hope that 2021 is a much, much brighter year.
Thank you, Marshall. Let's take a look at Kaylee. I saw Kaylee online. Don't think you're on video, but Kaylee, maybe you could unmute because it looks like you have a new client. Are you representing Santa this year? Kaylee. And 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Kaylee says she can't unmute in the chat.
All right. Well, we'll come back to Kaylee. So she's obviously got some good news she hasn't shared with us. All right. So President Deb, if I can roll into program, I will get started on that. All right. We've got quite a program. It's very much a video special program. So I want to let you know we might run a little longer than a normal meeting. This would normally be where we take our early leavers, but our Moosemilk would also often last beyond a normal meeting. But because much of the content is video, do feel free to drop out if you need to, if you have an appointment to get to. We suggest you stay muted as we go through these, and we'll all stay on the line a little bit for a chat after the program as well. So the program is organized in 4 different segments today. I do have a couple of thank yous to do. I've already thanked Brandon and Trevor and Rory for bringing some of their stuff. I wanted to thank Betty Ann and Doug Lewis for some video content that they provided for us today. Definitely the exchange students. Huge thanks both to Peter Lorimer and to John O'Brien for putting together both Moosemilk and the meals that so many participated in. 88 meals went out from John's last night. So huge thanks for that. So what we've done is we've set the program into 4 segments today. And in each segment, you're going to get a musical inspiration from the Salvation Army Barrie Citadel Brass Band. Thanks to Doug and Betty Ann for that. Then you're going to get a segment of a thrilling new game show called Barrie's Best Santa. in the competition. You get a chance to do your own personal choice for Santas at the end of this as well, although the judges have already spoken. And you'll get a little bit of background on Christmas traditions from a former exchange student. We've got 4 former exchange students lined up, and we'll go from our furthest out one to our most recent in the way we've run those videos. Marco Ferloni, who many of you will remember from Italy, he emailed that he wasn't able to participate with the video due to work commitments. He's coordinating logistics for many transport trucks and also volunteering as a kind of a paramedic EMS person on Sundays. So Marco's busy, but he did want me to pass along his greetings to the club. So, trusting technology, I'm going to get Jeff to start up this segment of videos. All right, hello Rotary Club Barrie. Mask off as we are in good distancing. Welcome to Barrie's Best Santa. As you know, with COVID restrictions as they are, Santa is being restricted to only being in certain regions at certain times. So every municipality has been asked to create their own Santa, and that's what we're here for today. We've got to come up with Barrie's Best Santa to help make the season bright. So we've got a series of competitions. We have 3 Santas, all from the Barrie Rotary Club, surprisingly enough. And we are going to be selecting one today after a series of skill testing competitions. So, President Deb, would you like to get us started?
Most definitely. Merry Christmas and let the games begin.
All right, so we're going to introduce your Santas. Santa number 1, what makes you Barrie's Best Santa?
Barrie's Best Santa is ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
Very good. Very good, Santa number 1. Santa number 2, would you like to come in and let us know how you will be Barrie's Best Santa?
Well, Barrie's Best Santa is born and bred. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho!
Very good, Santa number 2. And Santa number 3.
Ho, ho, ho! I would be Barrie's Best Santa because I have the ability to get to every house. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Thank you, Santas. Thank you, Santas. We have 2 special judges with us tonight. President Deb from our own club, and we have Carrie Thornton, Carrie Weatherby from the satellite members. They are going to be judging our contestants today, and their scores will be recorded by First Hubby Steve on the very official spreadsheet. So, President Deb, what are your scores for these 3 Santas?
I'd go Santa number 1, I'd go 8 because he did come with a bell. So that's a bit of an edge. I'd go Santa number 2, 7.
So short.
I know.
Short.
And Santa number 3, 7.5.
Okay, we've got our scores. Recorder, have you got those in?
Can we stay with whole numbers? I don't add well with half numbers.
No, that's okay. No, I think we can keep with the percentages.
All right.
Judge number 2.
My scores are going to be slightly different. Well, thanks, President Deb. I give Santa number 1 a 7. The bell is very impressive. Santa number 2, I'm also giving a 7 because I believe his glasses are not a prop. So that gives him extra points. And Santa number 3, I think you're going to come in at a 7.5, and that has a lot to do with that beautiful suit.
Ooh, believability factor. Okay.
We got a couple of edges there. That's going to make things interesting for our recorder.
Sanitize.
Get all the scores down. I did. Okay, let's take a pause on the camera.
Hi everyone, it's me, Fanny. I hope at least some of you remember me. I was your exchange student in 2012, which now seems like forever ago. First of all, I would like to thank Eric and Vas for asking me to do this video. And I hope to give you some fun facts about the way we celebrate Christmas here in my hometown, Varaždin, or at least the way I celebrate Christmas with my family. So let's start. So as my big family comes from different parts of Croatia, we usually meet all together at my grandma's house on Christmas Eve. During that day we don't eat much, but then in the evening my grandma is the main chef and we usually eat fried fish, cold bean salad, cold potato salad, and for dessert we eat apple pie. So on the next day, Christmas Day, we eat heavier food such as turkey with a special Croatian homemade pastry. I am vegetarian, so I don't eat that. We usually do gift giving on Christmas Eve. When we were little kids, we used to get bigger presents such as Barbie dolls or those toy cars that you drive around the house. But now, as we got older, we just give each other stuff like chocolate, or we write each other letters. For example, that's a tradition I have with my friends. In Croatia, we call Santa Claus Djed Mraz, which literally means Grandpa Frost, or we call him Djed Božićnjak, which means Grandpa Christmas. Where does he live? Is that a trick question? Of course he lives in Canada. Eric told me to say that because otherwise he wouldn't play my video. But as you can see, Santa stops here, so this is the proof that he spends his holidays here in Varaždin. Varaždin is well known for its rich cultural heritage. It's a city full of artists. For example, this is a painting one of my best friends made, and this is his brother. Usually during Christmas time, the city is full of concerts, singers. Unfortunately, this year we're not allowed to do it, but in the following video I will show you how it looked like last year and how it will probably look like next year, so I invite you all to come and see it yourself.
Okay, that was segment number one. I hope you enjoyed hearing from Fani. The one funny true story, Fani originally did her video from her house, as the other kids did, but her mom works for Tourism Varaždin, so her mom wouldn't let her use the house video. She said, "We got a beautiful city, you have to show it to them." So she made her go out and do her video again on location throughout the city. So I think we all benefited from that. All right, let's, so do we have a poll question up here, Greg, Jeff?
Did you know best Christmas song ever?
Yeah. All right, we've got a Christmas trivia coming up. This is a poll. What is the best-selling Christmas song ever? Multiple choice. Check out your polling and start your votes. Look at those poll numbers coming in. All of these things are, of course, disputable. Depends on your source, depends on how current you're looking. All right, let's kill the polling. Looks like Bing Crosby won as far as the People's Choice goes, and that was what Google told me as well. Although with best-selling Christmas song between gross or between number of records sold. But that is still what I found. We'll hold another polls to the next segment, and let us start segment 2 of our program. Secretary Jeff. All right, welcome back to Barry's Best Santa. Our competition now is Santa's stocking filling contest. So as you know, Santa has to move pretty quickly when he's in the home. The night before Christmas mentioned it best. He filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. No shortage of jerks here. Santa, your job is, you've got one stocking, you have a selection of really nice products. These are all going to go to charity afterwards. And Santa's job, and it takes a little bit of magic, is to get all of the products into the stocking and do it quickly. If they're not all in, the judges are going to definitely take off significant points. This has been tested by my elf Lorraine, so we do know that all the products will fit in the stocking. All right, let's see this work. Ready? Get a gun. Go! Go!
Ho, ho, ho! Who bought those toys for all the children?
Oh, yummy. You're going to like
Beautiful!
Try to put this
The
candy
Christmas
in there.
spirit.
I'm going to be checking to make sure all the products are out of the basket. There is strategy involved in this.
Well, here's your stocking right here. Fully
Oh,
stuffed.
okay, we got number one.
With quite a look to it as well. What do you think, Sergeant at Arms Eric? Would this fit on your chimney?
That is complete. It has a nice artistic flair, and the socks coming out of the top of the stocking. Our older Santas are taking a while here.
Here, maybe you could learn something. Keep in mind.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Ho, 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 for excitement on Christmas morning.
And chime.
There.
All right, I'm going to do a quick check, make sure the baskets are empty. And, well, we seem to have one that has actually got everything in the basket.
Oh, little Mr. Good-looking Santa Claus.
So, judges, why don't you come on in and give us your declarations.
Wow, let's see. We gotta take a little snoot. Okay, well, being that Santa number 3 finished first, plus an all fit in, he's got to come out with at least 9. Santa number 2 worked really hard. He kept repackaging to try to get it to fit. So I think Santa number 2 gets an 8. And Santa number 3 left it a little messy. So he gets dinged a point. He's 7.
Judge number 2.
Oh.
I might be a little bit of a nastier judge because I'm going to assume that we haven't completed the task because there's still items outside. They could have kept going a little longer. So I'm going to start with Santa number 1, who's still trying to fix his work. I'm going to give him a 4. Santa number 2 also didn't complete, and amazingly enough, it's the socks that kind of tied them both up, and they couldn't get those socks in there, so he is also going to get a 4. But then I'm going to add 1, so Steve, sorry, he's going to get a 5 because he continued to try until the time was up. He didn't give up. Santa number 3 could not have done it any better. It's perfect, and he did it early before time ran out, so I'm going to give him a 10.
Whoa, well. Hey, Judge Terry.
Oh, I need it for...
Eric and dear Rotary Club. Hi everyone. Hi Eric and dear Rotary Club. My name is Anna Mikkel and I was an exchange student in 2016 in Bari and I'm from Austria. Maybe some of you remember me, maybe some of you won't, but I was staying with different kinds of host families. So first of all, I stayed with Sherry Kuhn, then I stayed with Ian Pavlik. Also I stayed for like a week or so with Chuck Bald, and then I also stayed with 2 host families from the other Bari Club, with Michael Graham and Lori Dallas. So in case you're hearing this video, hi everyone. And Erica has asked me to do a brief summary of our Christmas holidays, about our Christmas traditions. So I'd like to get started right away. So here in Austria, due to COVID, it's kind of difficult now to do big family gatherings, but normally what we do is that we get together on December 24th as a big family. We're around 20 people or so, and we celebrate Christmas all together in the evening. And the first thing we do, we go to church at 5 p.m. or something normally. Then we have dinner at our house or at my aunt's house normally. And after that we sing some Christmas songs, and then we get to open our presents. So it's different than in Canada where you open the presents in the morning. But here it's at night, so it's really nice when all the Christmas lights can be seen on the houses and also on the tree. And one thing I really liked about the Christmas tradition in Canada is when I stayed with Ian Pavlik, so hi in case you're hearing this. What I really liked is that we went for a drive on December 24th, and we drove in the neighborhood and we watched all the Christmas lights in the house, at the houses. And yeah, that was basically our normal holiday, that how we spend Christmas. And we every year we eat something different. So my sister prefers to eat chicken, for example. I like to eat fish for Christmas, and yeah, there's nothing special that we have planned, but normally it's fish that is most traditional in Austria, but my sister doesn't like fish, so that's why we're eating chicken. In Canada you have Santa Claus, but we don't have it in Austria. We have Christkind, so that's Christ itself, and we don't have a particular image of him, what he looks like, so it's up to everyone's imagination, which I think is pretty cool. And that's basically how we spend Christmas together. We go to church, we have dinner, and we open our presents. And my family and I, we do that my sister and I get something together for our parents for Christmas, and they do it also the other way around, which I think is pretty amazing also. And we don't buy a huge gift, it's more about coming together, I think. And that is Christmas altogether. Now I'd like to give you a brief update about my life. So I graduated last year from high school, and then I started studying medicine directly after it. I started in Hungary, which is right next to Austria, and after 1 year I transferred university here back to Austria, which is now much easier due to COVID, and I just love university. It's different because it's all online, but besides that it's all fun. And this past summer in August I tried to, I booked a flight to go back to Canada, but unfortunately due to COVID it got cancelled, but I hope to go back next summer or as soon as possible. And I wish you all great holidays and a happy Christmas, and I hope I see you all soon, and thank you so much Eric for organizing it, and bye.
Well, I'm not sure. I know at one point they were still showing the address from 4 years ago on something. So I will.
It is great to have Anna online with us. Anna, how's your weather today?
Well, not that great. It's very foggy, rainy, and not Christmassy at all, actually.
Well, thanks so much for the video and for joining us today. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Anna. Jeff, have we got another polling question we could use? Okay, it's another polling question that came through to us from our three amigos. How many packages did the United States Postal Service deliver during the holidays of last year between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day? Let's get those polls going.
Okay. All right.
That'll help. Then you won't keep showing up. Look at that. Okay, you can end polling. Look at that. There's got to be a couple of Google searchers out there because that is the correct answer. Our poll, or maybe Rotarians are just that smart. 800 million presents last year. It'll be very interesting to see how that changes in a COVID world. I expect they are well past that mark already. All right, let's do, we're going to do the third segment of our program today. Thanks, Jeff. Okay, welcome back to Barry's Best Santa. I'm your SAA Eric, and we're into the next competition, which is cookies and eggnog. Santa doesn't have an awful lot of time when he's doing his rounds, and so speed and neatness are both major factors in the downing of cookies and eggnog. So we're going to give the Santas an opportunity here. They have in front of them each, they have 3 chewy ginger cookies made by Eric. They've got a cup of eggnog. They've got to take this down, and of course you got to do it around their beard with as little damage as possible. All right, Santas, on your mark, get set, chew it.
You're flying your mother.
We need some audience encouragement here. Go, Santa, go! Chew, chew, chew.
Can't put them in your pockets.
I think they're just scratching them under their
Throw them over your quarters.
Woo!
Go eggnog, go. Oh, chugging. Santa 3's a chugger.
It's going to need some liquid after that last cookie.
Man, go. Santa 3 is just going it down here.
Santa 3's just taking a break, watching everybody else. It's taking these guys so long.
Santa 1, he's just about done. Whoa. Wind is in play. Oh, Santa 3, are you complete? Oh, there we go. 2 Santas down. And we're done.
That was too close to call.
That was a pretty close competition. All right, judges, you want to come in here and give your judgment?
Oh, we got hair in there. Oh, there's my beard. So good.
Okay, we're going to give judge number 2 the opportunity to go first this time.
Oh, I'm going to go first. Okay. So, Rory, Santa number 3, I'm sorry, excuse me. As we made quite a mess of himself, so he was pretty cautious finishing up, but he's got eggnog and cookies in his beard. So neatness was a factor, I heard Eric say. So we're gonna go for a 5 for Santa number 3. He's still got some points for being pretty quick. Santa number 2 struggled a little bit, not gonna lie, but he made a good effort, so we're also gonna come in at a 5. Santa number 1 finished the cleanest and the fastest technically if you take the neatness outside of it, so I'm gonna give him a 7.
Ooh, very good, very good. President Deb?
Wow, this was tough. For one, none of them saved me a cookie. So that's an automatic 2 points off of 10. So, number 1 finished first again, as you said. A little sloppy, a little dirty in and around there. He's still sporting some eggnog. So I'd say he's definitely like a 6.5.
Who was this?
Sorry,
Yeah,
number 3. Number 3. Number 2.
Oh, President Deb, here's that cookie you might want.
Oh, we don't love
little Johnny.
Santa number 2 just gained 2 points. 2 points. So Santa number, he didn't finish first. He wasn't quite the neatest.
Apparently not finished at all.
I'd still go for a 8. Santa number 2.
Wow.
Santa number 1. Yeah, Santa's right here. Do you have a cookie for me, Santa?
Come on.
But he was the neatest. He's still very clean. There's no crumbs on, well, a little crumbs. That's not bad. So I think he deserves, now minus the 2, a full 7.
Woo! All right, here we go. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Marian, I'm from France. I was an exchange student 2 years ago. So I live in southwest of France, in Toulouse. And so I'll tell you a little bit more about our Christmas tradition. So for dinner, so we eat our Christmas dinner on the 24th in the evening. So we usually ate foie gras, Christmas log and oysters, and for the main dish it depends really on the family. Also we open our presents on the 25 in the morning, so in my family we have 2 traditions, but I don't really know about the others family in France. So we when I was little I would usually pour a glass of whiskey and with a plate of cookies for Santa, of course, not for my father, not at all. So yeah, and we do, like we still do, we take a shoe of each members of the family and we put it under the Christmas tree. So, and then in the morning we have our presents near our shoe and we open our presents. Also we don't have like tradition for gifts. When I was little I would do a list with everything I would like, and so that's it, but we don't really have tradition or anything. And also Santa is called Père Noël, which means Christmas father. And I think like everywhere else he has a white beard and white and red clothes, and he's a bit, but that's it. What did I forget? Well, I think that's it. Oh yeah, he don't live in Canada, he lives in Lapland. So I'm sorry guys, but yeah, and well, that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good meeting. Happy New Year, happy Merry Christmas, and bye.
great to hear from Marion. And you all know how I feel about exchange students. I really enjoy getting in touch with each of them. We have another polling question. I think it's our last one. Well, it's our last trivia poll. So let's push this one up. What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? So we're gonna give the other answer on this one. So we're gonna launch the polling and see how good you are on this one, because this has now been updated with more recent films. And this is box office grossing. A lot less sure yourselves on this one, aren't we? And survey says the new answer to this is the Grinch 2018 animated version at more than 500 million gross. So that is a change. I expect Home Alone has probably grossed more over time in video sales and in repeats on TV. All right, we've got one more segment to go. There's going to be one more poll because you're going to get a People's Choice Award opportunity for the Santa, so you can see whether you agree with the judge's final answer. So last segment, Secretary Jeff.
Hi guys, I can't believe it's been almost a year since I went back to Norway. Like this year feels like it just ended, and I'm still just riding the wave of joy that I was in Canada. I miss all of you, and I hope you're all doing well, even though you're still in a pandemic. We are as well. We up here at the North Pole barely notice it. We haven't had any cases yet, but mainland Norway still feels it. We can't travel, we're stuck here. It's horrible. So Christmas is coming up, and I'm looking forward to celebrating it with my family this year. I miss the Canadian traditions, of course, but as we say in Norway, away good, but home best. This year, on Christmas, we'll be eating traditional Norwegian and Swedish Christmas food. We celebrate on the 24th here compared to you guys celebrating on the 25th. Usually we celebrate with family and friends, and we do it over dinner. This year it'll be a bit different. We won't be able to celebrate with our close family or close friends because, you know, pandemic, can't travel, whatever. But we're gonna make the best out of it. And I get to be with my mom and sister and my dad and my entire family, so I'm happy about that. Our Christmas food this year is gonna consist of the weirdest shit. Like you guys, you eat turkey and normal people food. We eat pickled char, cured lamb, pork, potatoes, Swedish meatballs, ham, tiny sausages, and pickled herring. I only eat the cured lamb and the potatoes and the meatballs and the sausages because, like, I'm a picky eater, and pickled char and pickled herring is not my thing. And then after we've eaten, all of the kids, including me, even though I'm 18 now, I'm an adult but not an adult. We're excited for presents. But the adults, they take their time. They drink coffee, read the newspaper, and do everything in their power to just drag out the time. And then, when everything is done, Santa comes into our living room. Usually it's the dad in the family. He says like, oh, I'm gonna go out and buy a newspaper. Goes out, he dresses up like Santa, and he comes in with a big bag of presents. And he hands out gifts to the children. And as we all know, he doesn't have to travel very far to get to us because Santa lives here at North Pole, Norwegian territory, in a mine that's just up there. So like, you guys might think he lives in Canada, but I'm sorry. We've proven that he lives here. And we call him julenissen, which means, yeah, Christmas goblin, yeah. I love that too. Santa Claus sounds so much better, but Christmas Goblin, that's him. So, Barrie Rotary Club, I miss you guys so much. I wish I was there still. I wish I could have spent my entire exchange year there, but it came to an end abruptly, but that's life sometimes. And I just want to say Merry Christmas.
For the next portion of our Barrie's Best Santa, we are doing Santa endorsements.
As you know, from as early as the early 1920s, we've had Coca-Cola actually monetize Santa as an endorser of their product. So we're going to start that, keep that tradition going with Santa endorsements. So Santa, we've got a tremendous sponsor here. What would you like to tell us about this?
I think that Pratt Development here is a spectacular company. Born and bred in Barrie. They're giving back to the community many, many times. And it's great for them to be a sponsor and affiliate with the Rotary Club. So thank you to the Pratt family.
Very nice, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! I would like to thank our good friends over at Pavlik.com, Little Ian and Little Krista Pavlik. And over at Walwyn Electric, ho, ho, ho! Little Craigie Walwyn. We thank you people for helping us out and all the support that you give Rotary. You help us get the job done year-round. You're like Santa's little elves. Every day except for Christmas. Thanks for everything you do in supporting your community. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
All right, Santa number 3, introduce us to your sponsor.
I would be happy to. Ho, ho, ho! I have the privilege of calling out 2 past presidents of our club for their sponsorship year over year since inception. We have Ruco, Gary Kopp, and we have McCullough Sales and past president Dave McCullough. I would also like to take a step up here and point out one more sponsor, Deborah Smith-Franks. We have a new member of our club, Kaylee Rod, who wasted no time chipping in and helping out. Thank you to all. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Thank you, Santa. All right, judges. Let's bring our judges in and see if they can summarize the endorsements.
How about if I go under light where I can see where I'm writing?
Well, first of all, Judge Deb and I have conferred on something that she can't find me for this. I don't think. Doesn't pay to volunteer, folks. President Deb and I have conferred. We noticed something off camera where we called out Santa and only one Santa responded to us automatically, understanding that he was in fact Santa. The other 2 disregarded the call out completely. So Santa number 2 is getting a bonus 2 points. Now for the last competition, all 3 Santas did an amazing job of talking about our sponsors, and since the sponsors are so important to what we do here for the Rotary Club of Barrie and the Festival of Trees, I'm going to give all 3 Santas a perfect 10.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. Depend on our sponsors. They're all awesome. And our Santas just did a fabulous job. So they all get a 10.
Congratulations, that's awesome. Good stuff. All right, it all comes down to our scorekeeper now. We're going to go away and tabulate those results, and we'll be back.
Okay, you're live.
Oh, I got to add them up. Yeah.
No, I gotta catch you adding them.
You're better at adding than I am. Can you read them? So you see them all there? We could add at the bottom. Yeah, let me. Welcome back to Barrie's Best Santa. We have our results. The judges have spoken. We ended up with Santa number 1 with a total score, all of the competitions, of 60. Woo! Santa number 2, because of his extra points for showing Santa when called, he ended up with 62 points. And Santa number 3 ended up with a total of 64.5 for the win! Santa number 3! Santa number 3, come forward and talk to us about how it feels to be Barrie's Best Santa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I couldn't feel better about being Barrie's Best Santa. I look forward to holding on to this suit and making a total ass of myself as frequently as I possibly can. Might want to cut.
Congratulations, Barry's best Santa, Santa number 3, Santa Rory.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. A couple of shout outs for this. Alan Mallory was our videographer and editor and provided all of that tape for you. So huge thanks to Alan. Big thanks to past Secretary Dave Porter, who did his best to clean up some of that audio. We had a lot of traffic and a lot of winds going on that night. So now you get your own chance to dispute the judges on this one. We're going to give you a People's Choice Award poll. And let's see if we can pull that one up. All right, so you get to vote for Santa 1, Mr. Dave McCullough, Santa 2, John Laking, or Santa 3, Rory Quinn. Will you agree with the judges? Oh, it is working, yeah. It's this one.
You don't get to vote.
Look at that. It's close. It's close. 39, 40. Okay. And it's in. Look at how close that is. The club still agreed with the judges. Good job for judges President Deb and Carrie. Just a close one, though, but Santa 3 is the undisputed winner. Rory, what do you got to say? Yeah, now that you reflect back with the competition, how are you feeling about all this?
You know what? It's great fun. And can you hear me?
We can.
Ken, I'm not sure if I'm froze up here, but if you can hear me, just a big thank you. It was there was a lot of fun had along the waterfront, and you know, as Barry's best Santa, I don't know that I finished strong there. I appreciate the opportunity, Eric. You know, I think it's the only thing that I have to say is, you know, let's not break tradition this year. Let's keep the Christmas magic alive for any children in and around your family, friends, that you can continue to keep traditions alive. So it is what we make it. You know, it may look different, but let's keep the magic alive for any kids that are in and around your circle or bubble. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Rory. And thanks to Dave and John as well for being good sports, losers that they were, but good sports nonetheless, as they always are. All right, that officially ends the programs for today. We do have a little Santa outtake that we could show Jeff. It's in there under the last video. And then if you want, we could play another of the Citadel band. But let's, President Deb, I'll let you officially close the meeting.
Yeah. Well, in true keeping, I've never been to a Moosemilk that actually closed on time. So that was good work. So we kept it going, kept the interest, and hopefully everybody's enjoying. Like say, you know, these things go by quick. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you stay on for a little bit, enjoy the other videos. We had lots of stuff, lots of things to share. It was a lot of fun. And thanks, SAA team. So if there's nothing else for the good of Rotary, I will declare this meeting adjourned.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and hope people stay on to see the rest of it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Great job.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The outtakes.
Have a good one, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's on response.
All the Santas out today.
You look like a makeup set. Oh,
You'd be
oh,
good and
let my
pretty.
Head elf know. How about yourself?
Now, have you been a good girl? Look on your group chat. 1,000%.
You're looking
Oh,
for Elsa.
Elsa.
Good news for you. I have one lost Elsa, and also